Sections of the crowd not happy with the way the game is going at the moment. Or to be more accurate, the way the officials are handling it, I suspect. Kamara. Chance to make room. Long striding player, Chris Kamara. Not normally seen at full-back, but doing a good job. The cross is in. Hooked away by Doyle. Kamara loses out. Hendry doesn't. John Hendry. Oh, and he's brought down by Gamange. And that's the kind of thing that irritates the crowd. All the frustrations come bubbling to the surface when a move is ended by a trip. And the reaction from the crowd, one of disgust. Fairclough is up for this one. Vinnie Jones in the box, so is Chapman. Strachan over the ball. And Strachan it is who takes it, drives it hard towards Jones. The ball is loose. And the Tigers manage to battle that one away. And Haddock does well. Takes that ball off Payton very easily. Verardi. Lovely layoff. Jones has driven it hard. Verardi. High into the cop. Good play from Leeds United. But no reward. Still making the openings. Peter Haddock did awfully well there to rob Andy Payton on this near side and start the move rolling. Kamara. There's nobody wide left except Gareth Roberts, and Roberts, nice control and a nice touch back to Hesford. John Hendry to Batty. And one wonders what's going through Hardy Wilkinson's mind at the moment, because he has of course got Vince Hilaire on the bench, and Hilaire just the kind of player to unlock a hesitant defence. Extremely good ball skills. That was a little bit short from Strachan. Leeds got away with it. Verardi. Batty trying to knock that ball up for the cross, and eventually only finds Hesford. Bamba gets the verbal treatment from the Leeds crowd. Gareth Roberts gets the throw. Certainly no love affair existing between David Bamba and the Elland Road faithful. So Hull City have worked themselves a good attacking position here. Stephen Doyle hoists the ball in very early. Good header away. Vinnie Jones gives Verardi a run. Has he got the pace to get away from Buckley? Not quite. The fullback getting the first and vital touch on that ball, despite the efforts of Emre Verardi. Good header from Kamara. He was off balance when he made that one. Hendry and Askew clashing once again. And the referee this time gives Leeds the free kick when they were actually coming away with the ball. Beglin in space on the left, and that's where Kamara hits the cross. Nice little ball to Verardi. To Strachan. Strachan goes on. Can he hit the cross? Yes, he can, and that's a great cross. And can Chapman force it in? No, he can't. But Leeds will get the corner. Chapman finishes up in the back of the net. That's really where the ball wanted to be. But in fact, I think he's given the free kick. That was a good effort from Leeds. Hard to tell there whether the referee had colluded with his linesman and decided that Chapman was offside. You've got the benefit of replay, I haven't. But nevertheless, it's Stoke who get the free kick and pump the ball away. Dave Bamba. Quickly dispossessed there. Haddock. That was difficult for Peter Haddock, that ball running just behind him. And he found his feet at just the right time. Half an hour left. Verardi, beaten again by Buckley. Hendry gets the throw. Leeds keeping the tempo very high indeed against Hull. Chapman, this time he wins the header. And this time he concedes the free kick for leaning on the defender. So once again, no reward for Leeds. And the result of the game still in the melting pot. Nice little header inside from Bamba, causing Leeds a lot of problems this afternoon. The striker, who's with his 8th club, by the way, David Bamba, certainly been one of the game's nomads, and his transfer fees have totalled over £500,000. Haddock battling hard to get that deflection off the referee. Beglin being told to pump the ball down the line, instead plays it short inside, and skipper Strachan accepts that Beglin probably did the right thing. Mervyn Day causing a few flutters by allowing that ball to run. No real danger towards Strachan, and he wins the header. Jobson, though, always got plenty of time to clear up there. Kamara, nice control. Just couldn't get the clearance away in time. Billy Askew closed him down very quickly indeed. No sign of substitutes being prepared by either manager at the moment. It would be rare if we get through a game without either team using a sub. But we've still got some 27 minutes of play left here. Well played, Fairclough. Battled very hard there, but in fact the referee had already given the free kick. Jim Beglin. Vinnie Jones, nice running by Strachan, took one defender away. Ray Verardi turns beautifully off his man. Chapman the header. Hendry, a chance here. If John Hendry can turn inside. And that ball was loose for just a moment there before Jacobs recovered his composure. And you have to put that down as a chance. Jacobs, the long ball. Too long. Strachan in the centre circle, out of picture, having trouble with a troublesome bootlace. He's tried a couple of times to tie it. Chapman the header on. Hull City the throw. Fairclough pumps the ball back in. Well, Chapman didn't connect, and neither did Richard Jobson. Verardi. Nice play to Batty. Lovely ball back to Hendry. Chance to cross. The ball off the knee of Verardi. Jim Beglin. Does well. Makes space where there appeared to be none. And good tackling back by Andy Payton. Vinnie Jones. Verardi's come short. Jones actually put the ball in the space that Verardi had just vacated. John Hendry. Was he brought down? No, says referee Axel. He fell. That was always going to be touch and go. Hendry not complaining. And Hull City will have the dead ball kick. Well, moments earlier I was saying that the subs weren't warming up. Now all 4 of them are out. Warming up on the touchline in the Leeds United half of the field. I think Dave Bamba's probably given Chris Fairclough more trouble than most centre forwards who he's played against this season. Certainly won his fair share of ball in the air. Haddock forward. Chapman and Jobson, those two have spent most of the afternoon very close to each other. Strachan. And Hull City win the throw. Nice little back heel there from Billy Askew. Just the ball just catching the heel of David Batty. Vinnie Jones. Chance to set Leeds moving again. The further this game goes, the more valuable that third goal will be, if indeed it is to arrive. Verardi. Hendry. That was a miss kick from John Hendry. And again Fairclough having problems. But his speed helps him to recover and should win Leeds the throw. Sensible stuff by Kamara, no point in taking any chances in that sort of position. And the crowd getting behind the team now. Mervyn Day for one of the few times this afternoon out of his goal. Jobson with the header. Askew back to his keeper. Strachan's in there. And Hesford just manages to save the corner. That was a mighty clearance. Bouncing back off the roof of the Lowfields road stand that wraps itself round the ground from the cop at that far side. Vinnie Jones. Got Chapman in there. It's too long for him. No, he gets a touch. Just off the back of Chapman's head, I suspect, and straight into the hands of Hesford. Well, that ball right through the middle. Jim Beglin. Beglin looks for the runners. Chapman picks the ball up. Gareth Roberts collects. .22 minutes left, still 2 apiece. Well, Bamba had the time and the space there was nobody on him. Didn't make the most of it. Nice play by Jim Beglin. Well, that was a mucker nettles job by Richard Jobson. The whistle came a little late, but Leeds still get the free kick. I think David Batty might have been spending the rest of the weekend wondering about his future in football had Jobson connected there. Haddock at the moment having problems getting past David Bamba, and Bamba just half a yard offside. Otherwise Ken Dimanche's pass would have been a very good one indeed. Beglin with the free kick. Chapman the target. Jobson the header. Chapman again the target. This time he wins the header. Strachan did well, stunned that attempted clearance from Doyle, but certainly not the one from Steve Terry. Both teams playing a very similar type of game here this afternoon. And there's a lot of chasing and a lot of harrying going on, and that itself is turning the game into a very interesting spectacle. Batty making good ground, and that's handball. No, says the referee, would you believe it? Play on, and Hull City still in disarray at the back. Well, that looked a clear case of handball. And it hardly needs me to mention what the crowd think about that one. They're absolutely incensed. Good play by Strachan. Batty. That's a great ball to Hendry, he's got space. Chipped the ball in and Jobson headed away. Back to Hendry. Dimanche. Good work by Fairclough. Batty. And good work by Batty too. And Batty was felled there. Will this be the first booking of the match? It certainly should be. David Batty in some pain. And Ken Dimanche being called in. Or is it Dave Bamba? It's Dave Bamba. Dimanche was only adding an opinion. So Dave Bamba playing only his second game for Hull City after his move from Stoke.